Oh, what's going on? How you guys doing? Today I'm going over some simple tricks and some easy things you guys can pick up on very quickly. I'm going to show you some easy ways to just do a few moves, some cool shit. Things like that. I'm going to show you my secret to tapping, my secret to these bending these double stops. We'll see how much we can cover today. I know you guys only watch a couple minutes at a time, and that's fine. There'll be 10 minutes worth of video. You pick 2 minutes and watch it. Everything else will be for the other guys. If you haven't subscribed, try to subscribe, because I'm not getting enough subscribers, and my videos are not getting out there enough. And if they don't get out there better than they are, I'm not going to probably keep continuing them. I'm going to cut the thing off real soon. So only a few more videos coming out if I can't get people to watch the channel. So help me out. Try to share it. Try to subscribe. Otherwise, I'm going bye-bye, and I'll do something else and try some other stuff. So if you guys want to see videos, you got to let me know. You got to comment. You got to help me support the channel. Otherwise, I'll leave what's up there, and you guys can just watch what you got. So if you want to see more, you got to let me know. Maybe share the channel. Help me, get people to get the word out. Google's not promoting me much, so I got basically all the videos I need to put out. You want to see any more, we're going to have to see more subscribers. Otherwise, we're getting down to the last few videos. Now, let's get started. A bunch of easy stuff for you guys to watch, and here it is. Here, my secret to tapping is something like this. I call it on, off, off. It's just basically laying all the fingers on at once, and then pulling them off at once. It's very much a Van Halen style technique. It goes like this. I put the finger down, on, then I bring the other finger in, I tap on, then I push off, then I push off. On, off, off. It's pretty much that simple. On, off, off. On, off, off. On, off, off. And then when you want to bring in more fingers, you just add in more fingers. So 2 fingers would be like going on, off, off, off. All right, so that's pretty much a simple way to do that. If you want to add in 4 fingers, then you just simply find a spot where in your ear, I would find a spot in the key where your 4 notes are all in the same key. So if I'm in like a D minor thing or an A minor, I got this D, E, F thing going on here with the little G, right? So then if I want to control the key action, then it can be A and B for A minor and A and B flat for D minor. There's your B flat. Let's add in the B. So that's basically my take on tapping. You can just rewind it back a couple times and figure out the on, off, off method. Let's get right into how I do the bending double stops. My double stops, I love them. I do them in every single song I write. I cram them in everywhere. First thing I do is I get my finger on the... I'm bending basically D and C here. This is C. We're bending it to D. So if you don't know how to bend, go watch one of my videos on bending or watch somebody else's. Either way, you got to learn how to bend. So once you know how to bend... and you can reach the pitch, because if you can't reach the pitch, this move will never happen, or it'll be so ugly you won't want to hear it. You got to reach the pitch, because you're going to play the standard. You're going to play the pitch here, then you're going to bend to the pitch here, and that's what I do. Then I just pick my key and I run up the key. That was the key of D minor. If you didn't figure that out, we got a D, C, right, we're going to D, then an E, then an F, G, A, B flat, C, D. I walk them. Because you can't really, I can't get my fat pudgy fingers up in there. So I go as far as the A, D. Now a little more dramatic effect. I throw a little vibrato on the end of those bad boys. And you get up in here, it's a little tighter. Then I slide into that B flat CD for a little more effect instead of just laying on it. So that's how I do that move. Now when I'm doing these, what you guys see me doing here all the time, if you got a whammy bar, you keep watching. If you got a Fender without a Floyd Rose, or you got a Gibson, then get to stepping, because you're wasting your time on the rest of this video. All right, we got all Floyd Rose action in the remainder of this video, so if you don't want to see it, bye. See you later. Get to stepping. For you guys that are sticking around, here you go. I'm going to give you the secret ins and outs to how me and Dimebag Darrell do the popping pinches, because I pop them the same way he does. I've been down to his clinics when I was a kid, and I was down there in Texas, and I seen him doing those clinics, and I saw one clinic when I was younger, and the man was amazing, and that is why I am who I am today. All right. So let's take a look. The secret to popping these pinches is you got to be able to get the flick of the stick. Everything on this channel seems to rhyme. I don't know what it is. I don't even try. But the bottom line is you got to flick it. Flick that bad boy. Get your thing in there. Flick that thing. You know what I want to say. Flick that thing. Get your finger under the string, right? And you're going to pop it up and let it ring. Just pop it. See that? See that? Just get in there. Flip it. Once you got it pop, well, then you gotta show you. Then you pull back on the bar once you pop it, so you got to pop and a pull, right? And now the last thing you're going to do is you're going to hit your harmonic after you pop and pull. So you have to know where the harmonic is you want to hit. I'm going to hit fourth fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, third string, 4th fret. See that? So the first thing you're going to practice after you can get the flick and you get the pull, then you're just flicking and pulling. And it doesn't even matter how many strings you're doing all that, because when you get ready to pop the string, they're all going to die out. So you're going to get the string and get to that point where you're really only hitting that one. See, the rest of them are no longer ringing. You're getting good now. You're able to pop it where only the one string rings. And you're over here jacking that thing up like sideways. See, jacking her all up. Now, after you're over here, those are the moves. You got the pop and the pull. Now, after you get the pop, you got to get the pop and then go on to the harmonic with the pop. See that? Get it in there, see? I gotta. Oh my God, I'm making myself look like an idiot. Well, I can't really do it. I'm folding over here, so let me just show you here. There you go, see? Once you can get that pop, then you pull on. You gotta get the pop and the pull. You tighten my bar. So I like to have my bar tight and facing back like Dime did, because that is, to me, the best way to play it. You get the most. You get the most versatility out of the tremolo, and you can do more things when it's popped back like this, because like this you could do anything that goes forward. You don't anything that was, if you're having like this, you can do anything when it was set like this. You can do all that with it back here, but back here you can also pull back. Whereas if it's in the front, you can only go down. And if you want to come back, you do not have the same control like this as you do like this. This is the ultimate control. That's why the master Dimebag did it like that. And so I figure if you're going to follow anybody, follow the master. And lo and behold, I've become pretty damn good at this thing myself, so he wasn't half wrong. Now, you're really going to pop and harmonic at the same time. 1, 2. Once you got it ringing, you just pull on the bar. See? So you flick and pull, and then you got to time all that up together. When you get so good, you won't even hear that flicking action taking place. You won't even hear it. You'll barely hear that thing. And live, you'll never hear it. When the band's kicking, you'll never hear somebody going. You'll just hear the pinch, because the pinch will cut through the sound. But this little noise you hear won't ever cut through, and nobody will hear you doing that part. Okay? Aren't you glad you stuck around? Now you learn how to do the Dimebag version of the back pull. Right? And his back pull is wicked. If you can't see that because I'm out of view, let me just kind of get that in there for you. Check it out. Now again, I'm trying to teach it to you while I'm doing it, and I'm not looking, and I've got my guitar all kicked forward, and it's just not the same as when if I sit back like this and just kind of whack it myself, It's a piece of cake, but when I got to dip in like this, that's like you showering on one foot. You know, it can be done, but it's really hard. So that is how that goes. Now the vibratos. Let's talk about vibrato. We have two versions of vibrato. We got the whammy bar vibrato when you play something, or you got this vibrato. So bending and vibrato are different. I'm going to show you some quick vibrato moves. Vibrato generally for me means I'm pulling down, not every time, but most of the time I pull vibrato down and I bend up. For me, that is how I separate the two, so I can quickly know which one I'm going to go to, because if I'm bending, some guys bend when they pull down, and then for me that just confuses my brain as to which one I want to do. Am I bending or am I vibratoing? I don't know. And by the time I realize it, it's too late. So I always pull down for the vibrato, I always push up for the bends, and that's just me. You can do whatever you want, but I'm going to show you my ways of pulling vibrato. Let's get right into it. The first thing I do is I yank. So when I put the technique that I'm going to use is called windshield washer technique. Windshield wiper motion is what you want. The WW, right? You want the windshield wiper motion. So a windshield wiper goes like this. So do you. You want your finger to do this. None of this. You're not pulling in like this. If you guys are doing this, I see guys do it. Get away. Stop now. Do not do this. It's got to go like this, man. You got to do this. So you put the good thing here, just fake it like this. This is what you're really doing. You got to pull sideways. When you crank down on that stuff. Say you pull. That's vibrato, folks. You pull this. Let me get you in here a little closer. You're going to pull sideways like I'm showing you here. It's this you're doing. So the inside, you see where the lines are on my finger? They're sideways. They're on the side of that finger there. You're going to be like this. And then you're going to pinch it if you want the pinch. Otherwise, it's just a basic vibrato move like this. Oh boy, this bad boy is looking for a tune-up there. Holy cow, we beat her up real bad. And there it is, folks. There's a few tricks for you. Guitar's out of tune. She's ready for a retune. Let me check it out. You want to see how bad this thing is now? There's my A power chord. That thing sounds horrible, right? Yeah, because when I'm savage on this thing. When you beat that shit up and you want the sound, you gotta whack it. I got a video on Flutter out there, folks. You want to learn how to master Flutter? I got a video on how to master that stuff. But I got to tell you, it will beat up your guitar and you will need new parts. Hey, guys, have a great time watching my stuff. I'll see you later in the next video.